Hello class, we're starting a new video. I'm here with my husband, Dr. Abraham Benavides, and we are going to test out our 3 forms of plankton that we created here for this lab experiment. So you should be on this Plankton Lab page that shows the 3 trials and then the time and the observations underneath. So let's get started. So the first one that we have, like I was saying before, is we have just a regular cork. We're going to put it on one side of our tray and we're going to measure how long it takes for the cork to get from one side to the other. So as soon as you start seeing, the reason that you need a partner, a parent, a sibling, someone to help you with this is because you need one person to time and one person to blow. Now, again, you're more than welcome to do this experiment at home. You are also welcome just to take our data so that you can collect it and kind of get an understanding of what adaptations help plankton. So let's do our trial 1. So if you look up at the top of your screen where it says trial 1, if you're doing this on your own, you would put your first adaptation there. For us, we are just going to draw our first cork all by itself. I know, such a difficult drawing to do, just one cork. So when we calculate the time, you're going to fill that in right next to the crustacean at the top where it says time and the blank. And then you're going to write your observations. These are qualitative observations because they don't involve numbers. Are you ready, Dr. B?
Ready.
All right. Let's zoom in on our thing. On your mark. Get set. Go. That was actually not bad. That was the fastest I've ever seen the cork go without itself. Now, if we were really doing this for better scientific accuracy, we would do each trial 3 times and get an average of each one. So if you want to be a superstar student, you can absolutely do that. We're just going to do it once. So our time here, if you're following along with us at home, is 2 seconds and 1/10 of a second. So 2 and 1/10. All right, so the next one we're going to do is my plankton, which is the same, but all I've done is add 2 sewing pins to the side of it to make it hopefully direct the direction a little bit better, because that's usually the problem with the solid wine cork by itself. All right, ready? So again, you should have filled in your observations for that first one. In the observations, what do you see? The time and also the picture. So this is our second one, in case anyone wants to draw their picture and is following along with us. All right, ready, Dr. B?
Ready.
3, 2, 1. 3 and...
Oh.
You forgot to... Okay. So important things, this is scientific error. Important thing is that your timer needs to know how to use the stopwatch. I was surprised that was 3 seconds. So now that the timer understands how to use the stopwatch, we're ready to go. Ready, Dr. B?
Ready.
3, 2, 1. Woo! It was faster. I'm so excited that worked out. So this one only took us 1 and 67/100 seconds. So 1.67. So again, you should go back to that lab sheet. Make sure you're filling in trial 2 picture. If you're following along with us or creating your own, the time and the qualitative observations that you see. So the third one we're going to do is we're going to do Dr. B's plankton, which we took tape and we put it to the outside just to kind of help guide it a little bit better. And the idea here is that maybe it will help it skim across. Definitely something that is usually a problem for people is that they add too many things onto their plankton and then it starts to like sink or have too much resistance or friction in the water. All right, so it would help if I gave you back my stopwatch before recording the time. Ready, Dr. B?
Ready.
3, 2, 1. I think that one was the fastest one yet. Good job, Dr. B. All right, so this one is 1.5 seconds, so 1.5. So we can see this is all part of the engineering process because ideally we would do each one of these and then we would keep improving on it until we had a perfect product. I've obviously done this experiment before, so I kind of knew what direction we should go in with our particular plankton. So remember your 2 options. You can either do this by yourself or you can use the experiment that we just did in the video, recording our times and creating your own qualitative observations. The other thing I want you to do before the end of today is the interactive notebook on perfect plankton. You can see the puppy in the background, no longer afraid of the lawnmower. So you can either use the information from the notes or I'm just posting the perfect plankton page on there. So for zooplankton, the things that you need to include are that they need to eat other organisms. They kind of look like the SpongeBob plankton with the two antennae things, which are called spines on the top of their head. They are consumers. For phytoplankton or diatoms that look like the second one, they make their own food and they are producers. And bacterial plankton are the final picture down at the bottom of the left, and all plankton are invertebrates, and all plankton are vital or important parts of an ecosystem. Thank you so much for joining us, guys, and I will see you in a little bit for language arts. Bye!